never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to...
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a god...
Nimble hands you got there.
I should hope so. I'm a surgeon.
Think I prefer you using them this way.
Less blood?
More beauty.
There's a beauty to
I know. Just out here, in this landscape, it does more for me than in an operating room. Remember to bring the sensor?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel. Wasn't sure what you needed it for. So I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks.
Shall we?
Let's go.
The tome was spot on. This is impressive.
Yeah, too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on such luxuries. Ooh, that looks just a little too creepy for me.
Don't have to come if you don't want. Wait here.
I like that idea. If there's any trouble, just yell.
This is no crypt. It's a full-blown model. Wraiths. Knew this wouldn't be easy. Come on. Last of the surprises? Sure hope so. Should look around. Votive fire. Lit in honor of the dead. Old custom. Alexei, age 19. Beloved son and brother. Honoratina, loving wife of Kestatis, died in 1257. Probably shouldn't touch that. Vladimir von Everek, son of Bohumil and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room. Life and death, fire and blood. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire. Fire and blood. I summon ye, whose blood I have brought. Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt. Came to wake the ghost of...
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this...
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For Von Everic's rise only for Von Everic blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge, only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson,
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet Olgierd, you will never see again.
I'll tear you to shreds.
Kill him, Von Everix.
For Olgierd's blood.
Lost your nerve?
Death! Death to you!
I'll suck the life out of you.
Come on!
My. Ornery.
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Everett. Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones. That we...
Didn't want to fight your family.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks. And grandma. Now tell me how you came into Olgierd.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's.
I'm a swiving corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak.
Get a lot of visitors?
At times, not often. For when some...
Fun-loving family.
True. We're famed for our love of revelry and rumbles. We've on... Naturally, with raids comes loot. So we all... Towards the end of my life was when things went sour. But no point poking at old wounds.
Your brother sent me.
how is the old rogue?
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something
Interesting. Out with it.
Don't mean to pry, but
Ah! No need to be shy. Folk love such stories.
so how'd it happen?
On raids, it was our custom to storm the alderman's hut and then order the local clods to bring us and provide willing wenches. Then, sadly, an ambush. Outmanned 5 to 1. We were overwhelmed. They killed me. Crushed my skull like an eggshell between an
Listen, feels like I should know Olgierd better.
Oh, a fantastic chap. A true cavalier. You won't find another like him in all Redania. The best there is for a drink or a brawl. We were pups when we started, right? Borderland villagers shat their trousers at the very sound of the word Olgierd. I was his second in command.
Sound like common bandits.
Us? Bandits? Watch your words. True? Always curious, took an interest in all things. He devoured books, adored paintings.
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my... What the blistering devils?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and funk? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I will go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of...
How?
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not...
Come on, we're wasting...
I'm not to waste...
You this big a pain in the ass when you were a...
Do not anger me, boy. If I but want...
So what do you propose?
I've an idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Geralt, wake up! Open your eyes! Where are the smelling salts?
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Have you gone mad?
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promised to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Geralt? What's happened to you?
Geralt? I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
Sorry about that, Shani. That wasn't me.
So who was it?
Me?
Shut up.
I didn't say anything.
Sorry, wasn't talking to you.
Who to then?
Well, to him. To Vladimir.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
Seems your lovely maiden friend can neither see nor hear me. There's potential in that.
Need to set a few ground rules.
And I needn't do a thing save have the time of my life, which is exactly what I aim to do.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going on here?
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von Everec the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
What if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid.
Right then, Sugar Plum. What say you we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
I take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have trouble telling you apart from Geralt.
Don't change the subject, my sweet. If a grove's not to your liking, we can cut straight to the chase and make for the nearest haystack.
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
I've got a better idea. You see, I've a friend who's getting married. She invited me to the wedding, but I need an escort. I had hoped that when Geralt saw me weaving the garland for the wedding, he'd invite me, but, well, I hoped wrong.
All is not lost, Pudding. I shall escort you. No better...
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet...
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I despise... Could we not meet after the ceremony? Go straight...
All right. Seems...
Splendid. Then I...
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everec, famed for his... So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost. For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then...
We're just friends, always...
Never professed your love.
Never anything between us.
You mean to say you never never cherished those beautiful days?
Excuse me?
Ah, a pederast. Fine, if it's not your flavor, you needn't taste. All the better for me. I'll see So, Witcher.
Let's go.
Onward. I'll be right behind you.
Keep your paws off her.
This whole witch's life. Signs. I'd like to try one.
What signs?
Your Witcher signs. Never done it. Could be interesting.
Rather not waste any time.
Till the stroke of midnight. What I would rather is what matters. fine mount. Good stance, powerful rump, stable withers. Well, well.
See you know your horses.
I should say so. My two greatest passions in life. Mares and maidens.
Spooking my horse. Roach doesn't like ghosts. Whoa there. Roach.
I remember that mill. Whenever Olgierd and I got up to mischief, we'd hide out in there. Once, we snuck off with some moonshine. Old cocksucker Yaramir caught us. Those were the days.
No sign of her yet. We need to wait.
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
Behold, wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Whoa, whoa, hold. Mean to go in wearing that?
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewels. You need a robe.
Don't happen to have a rope.
What do you mean?
Oh no, we're not gonna steal.
Come now, we're merely borrowing.
This'll do wonderfully. Perfect fit. It feels tailor-made. Now for shoes. One must wear shoes to a wedding. And we must be neat. May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
doe eyes, a swan's soft supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
You're actually quite amusing this way.
You see? Geralt's been a pill, a nag. That all changes today.
Dramatically, I'd say. He's never been very talkative.
He's been a fool, but I shall make up for that now. Will you marry me?
A big step, but I will think about it. For now, we should simply enjoy my friend's wedding. May I please speak to Geralt for a moment?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Just for a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Be quick. I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make sure your friend doesn't embarrass me.
I can't make him do anything. All that nonsense is his. I feel like an ass saying it.
I liked some of that nonsense.
What, for example?
It would do you good to be more relaxed sometimes.
Relaxed? So you think I'm uptight?
What I mean is, It would be nice from time to time if you could sit back and enjoy life.
But what does... I don't understand.
Of course you don't. You're as dense as year-old hardtack. Luckily, you've got...
We'll talk later. Let's go to this wedding. As soon...
Finally, something that's not utter tripe.
You get till midnight and not a...
That's not enough. I shan't even get properly soused by midnight.
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage. You get to frolic and carouse till midnight. That's our deal. Then there's the capping. Then you go back where you came from.
So be it.
This way, my strawberry. Hello world, I'm back. I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids. But none compared to you, my dear. Beware of the dog, Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but...
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
What a lovely rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. Olgerd and I brewed in our teething years.
I shall introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
For you, my rowan petal, I'd do anything.
Come. Time to meet and be greeted.
I shan't stray a step from your side.
Be nice now.
Once more. Oh.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down.
May you live in health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you from the...
Now go.
Our turn. My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings. The brides especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto. I'm sure we'll...
Tell me, Aldona, how is it you and my dear Shani know each other?
We met in Oxenfurt. Both
Wondrous times.
over quickly in my case, alas.
It's never too late to pursue an education, my dear. You're...
I don't know. We've not talked.
Come, Jonas, surely you've not taken Aldona...
That is between me and her.
But I'm not. I merely ask. See, I've come to love your wife like a sister. So I ask.
I'm sure we'll just...
That's my... Aldona seems a curious choice for a bride. Did she come with a...
I assure you, Witcher, my choice...
Jonas' family is far better off.
It took a lot to convince you.
Oh, you never told.
It isn't. Jonas told me the same.
Never does. Not at love's first blossoming. But give it time. 5 years...
I'm beginning to find what you say bothersome.
Insult. I'm merely warning you.
Geralt and his jests.
Very strange.
Aren't you an
Why? Thank
You had your pick of gents.
Where is this going?
I'm attempting to discern.
Mean you don't approve of my wife's choice?
I've no skin in this game.
Well, rein it in, or I shall have to...
Why so testy, friend? Have I insulted you? Merely to...
Geralt, that's enough. She simply fell in love.
We've chewed the fat enough. Time...
Are you,
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case.
You must have a splendid time. That's what matters. Make the most of it.
He arrived, that's certain. Jesus Christ!
So, if he arrived...
Do you need help?
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her. Wild revelry. So I hired...
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly dear. Diversions of that sort.
But I'll not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for...
Seems we won't, in fact, for our...
Groom's hound chased him off. That blasted demon.
Calm yourself, Dumpling. Master...
Before I can begin my witcherly investigation, I require guidance.
Well, the fire eater arrived around noon. Ate his fill of food, not fire. Then went for a stroll to...
Why so?
Haven't a clue.
If I feared, it would have fled.
Damn fool dog. How can you know? But it snapped its chain.
Foolish or not, it's our...
You needn't worry. The witch...
Mighty
Matters not. Witchers, that is, we...
He wore a jester's cap. Typical sort.
I shall
We thank you.
Awfully nice of you to offer your help, but...
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me. I must do it alone. I expect it will be great fun.
Fine. Don't have to do this, but if I were you, I'd find the dog's tracks, follow its trail. Just a thought.
Excellent advice. I'll take it.
Shani, Vladimir and I need to find the fire eater. If we're not back by midnight, then...
Relax. We'll be back in no time. I believe in you.
Tally-ho. Adventure awaits.
So much coin, all for naught. I do hope the
No, Josh lives down the hill.
They'll be fine.
A dog made these tracks true. A small one. Judging by its house, Demon is a hulk. But beggars can't choose their tracks. Not so clean. So I shall follow the scene two like this. One in an anthill. The other when I caught a hen after not eating for a week. The hound tore its chain off the wall. Underfed, it seems. Or else the ash liquor really boiled the mutt's blood.
such evil foot even here.
Following some dog's trail? Not exactly how I imagined this wedding. Think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pair. I shall continue my travails while you rest. Shan't be long now. A broken branch. As if one too heavy sought to scamper up this tree. Seems our fire eater swallows a great deal more than fire. Or perhaps someone was merely gathering kindling. Ah, there is joy in this fitter's camp if ever I've seen one. As jesterly as they come. Chap must have lost it running from Demon. Two conclusions, then. Our magician is fat, and a coward.
Anyone at all?
Missing man, missing mutt.
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss ran up...
Guess so. You, get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
What do we do?
Sit.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, the horse and... Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground. That sort of sport.
No.
Oh, could you be any more of a bore? I'll do it myself.
Roll over.
Were I to command it to eat its own tail, it would do so, right?
Demon, doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever? Ruin my fun.
Have it at the wedding. Climb down. Man-eating beast's gone as you...
You sure it won't return?
Positive.
Better safe than sorry.
Geralt, this jester is drunk as a skunk. I hope he's not polished up.
I saved your life, man. Do you not at least owe me a sip?
Course. Bottom.
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why.
Fine mead, true. But I was fleeing an hound. Hound? But...
Your cap, sir. Lost it running from that pup like a gutless coward.
Ah, my dearest Cap.
You're a man whose trade is literally to play with fire.
Was a monster!
So you said. You're a stoneless...
Oh, beg your pardon.
I suppose he might...
Guessed it.
You can forget about performing in your state.
And just what state would that be?
Look at yourself, man. You're a tramp, can barely stand, let alone
First off, that's bollocks. Second, I'm a fire eater, not a stilt walker. Standing straight ain't...
This may be my only chance to ask.
Oh, they toss me out the guild if I told. Except if I took you on as an apprentice. In half a year's time.
I haven't half a year. Come, just between you and me. We've drunk...
Drank it all yourself. You're no brother of mine.
You dare toy with me this way? Very well. Refuse to tell me, and I shall leave you here as a morsel for any passing boars, bears...
This here's assault.
Out with it.
I got a special mixture I drink before every show. After that, I can eat fire, spit fire, do what I please. It don't...
Is that all? Where's the art in it? Any dribbling imbecile can smear his throat with a protective slurry.
I've had just about enough of this. First they release the hounds, then come and steal my meat, and now insults. I'm done here. Goodbye.
Didn't mean to offend the bloody charlatan. Do something.
Listen, I'll give you some more coin.
You...
Take it or leave it.
Right.
Honorless.
Let's go. Coming or not?
I'm...
To the wedding, then. Perhaps I'll find some more interesting diversions there. Keep calm. Stay close.
I shan't stray a step. Wild animals behind every stump in these woods. Gads! Bear!
Bear? That? As much as your cock's a tent pole. Hide, you blind fool.
We'll have order at last!
Tell me, are bears often boar-shaped in your experience?
Got weak eyes, see?
Indeed you are not, Master...
David Altonsborough.
Listen here, Master Hattonsborough. Stay close. I'll see to it your drunken, fire-spitting gut... The missing fire blower is missing. It was my doing, if I may say.
And Demon?
He failed to return.
No, he did. He's just acting.
Seems to be in a muddle of sorts.
Might have eaten some.
Your attention, please.
We must watch the trickery. Never saw anything like it while alive. My first Witcher contract. Done. Fire Eater found. His ass saved. If I could live again, I'd be a Witcher for damn certain.
I shall do the impossible.
What a wonderful wedding. It's clear the newlyweds' parents spared no expense.
Hi there, handsome. Drink with us. Don't make us drink with us.
I never say no to a lady. To your fair beauty. And to yours, Shani, naturally.
Your elfin happiness. Fortune smile upon you, white wolf.
Of all these flowers, you, my dear, are the loveliest.
Believe the young man's mistaken me for another.
Not at all. I like my women as I like my peaches. Fuzzy and well ripe.
That's enough. Get going. You're drunk and randy. Nothing good's ever come of that mix.
Once there was a little rock, ribbity rock, ribbity rock.
Look there, Shani. The ladder begs us to scamper to its top, where we can converse.
Then let us scamper.
But how so? Just like that?
There aren't that many ways to scale it. Let's sit. Come now.
Just like that.
I'm all ears. What would you have us talk about? I'm sorry, converse about.
Well, when it comes right down to it,
yes?
you see, the thing is...
Come now, spit it out. Yes, just as I thought. Come, it's time we return.
What's just as you thought? I find you intimidating.
Loudly blowing town only ever gonna really know.
I've only ever dealt with simple maids, whereas you're a surgeon. I believe I was right not to just take you and... Well, I was right to take the more romantic approach.
Oh, all right. Now come, we were to enjoy ourselves. Let's do just that.
Sir Dwarves, may your beards grow long, but never tangle round your ankles.
To the young lovers, may their loins never fall. May the sire many a bairn and reap gobs of coin.
The captain starts at midnight. Until then, enjoy yourself. Go wild.
Look at the fools falling over themselves.
What sport is this?
Lads are racing to be crowned king of the swineherds and win the...
And the rules? One must be a...
Nay, any man can try his luck.
King of the swineherds, eh? And what's this king get?
No coin. Honours the prize. King gets a crown of laurels he pins to his saddle, rides about with pride that he's...
You mentioned some trifles for the lasses.
For certain! Lovely, every last one. Pretty as a...
Sounds like damn...
We be on. Get that cripple out of there! Could chase his own wench into a bed.
Shame there's no painter here. It's a moment worth immortalizing for posterity.
Watch my movements, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker. Come on, piggy. Got a nice and cozy pen for you. Stupid swine. They infuriate me anymore. I'll whack them with a sign. See that, Shani? One big pen. Feel foolish peasants? Learned a lesson from your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Master Witcher, we ain't seen such pig chasing.
Your family had an ample pen, didn't they?
My family had many pens, but that in no...
However it were, the crown's...
And the king's chosen maid deserves a fitting favour. Here.
Just don't go hiding it in some pouch. Brandish it on your horse so that all folk may see.
What do you say to that, Shani? Ever witnessed such agility?
You're clearly a natural at chasing pigs through muck.
How does my heart's captor like the prize I won for her?
The rag-stuffed piggy? It's lovely, truly.
Tell me me, Shani. What's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl, that's clear. I woo and woo, yet you do not succumb. So I can't help but wonder, what am I doing wrong?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everek does his thing. Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shani. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
My sweet, you are no mere maid, but a marvel of nature.
But I don't know rightly.
You needn't know anything. I know it all for us both. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? Really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? And how?
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish. Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Leslie, step away from the man.
Who the devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our da on his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
You shan't keep me from anything, filthy hayseed.
Lads, mutants calling us names!
Stand down, swineherds, or Lord Witcher will give you a bloody mighty drubbing. Oh, where's a plowing fence board when you need it?
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice. Fence boards, the perfect weapon for sweaty-ass swineherds.
Perfect fit for your job, you ploughing gentle fuck.
Never in my life have I reveled so fiercely. Step up. Who else wants a shave? Damned cretin creamed me. Embarrassing to take a licking from a boar. Look at me been watching. Had enough, peasant spawn. Thought yourself a match for a Von Everett. A Witcher. Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Geralt, you must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try. Uh-oh.
You made this mess. You do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Your methods... quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brother.
My dear girl, what don't I have up my sleeve? I'd gladly demonstrate. Perhaps behind the barn?
I think you've demonstrated enough. Let's just enjoy ourselves, all right? You don't have all that much.
Your wish is my command, milady. I'd never deny a maid so fair feet. Ah, my kind of tune. Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down. Faster, faster till we expire.
And now, a special treat for our special guests. The Witcher...
At last, music for our loving him. Come, Shani. It's time you just...
Oh, you're rather good at this.
Not a man here who could outdance me. It's a gift. My legs are preternaturally skilled.
I never expected the members of Olgierd's band to have a taste for dancing.
Yet it's so. We dance and dance at every opportunity. As fond of fun as fighting. Our motto. Seems the music and the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner.
I'm not sure I do. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you shall keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Yes, yes, but admit it. It was fantastic, eh?
Is there anything you do that's not fantastic?
The ladies loved my kisses, not to mention the other tricks I perform with my lips.
Yes. We'd best not mention those. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's adrift.
Please?
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
Well, I probably wouldn't have forced myself on you.
Forced myself? It was an innocent kiss, naught more.
I don't know if I should thank you or if that should make me... angry?
Don't get me wrong. I've thought about doing just that a few times, but...
But what?
But I'm not going to talk about it with him here. We can discuss it once he's gone.
I'll hope.
The night is young. Come, let's do something wild.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important...
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside that...
For how much of this time?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Greetings, Shani. My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks.
That is me, Vladimir von Everek?
Of course. Why ever?
Because I'm in Geralt's body, the Witcher's, and...
Just who would I be if the true nature of things remained hidden from me? Someone like you, meaning no one.
I wouldn't want to get blood on my damsel's dress, but insult me once more and...
You shan't touch me. I know you'd very much like to act like your brother in this situation. Demonstrate how manly you are. You're simply not him, no matter how...
Rubbish. I never envied my brother.
Of course you did. He was a shining role model. Olgierd ran faster. Olgierd learned to read first, although you tried your damnedest to beat him. As you grew up, he had his pick of...
I apologize, Shani. I'm rather sorry.
Stop fooling yourself. Shani isn't here for you. She's here for Geralt. Oh, by the way, Olgierd's a much better dancer.
You lying dog. That's my brother. I loved him.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seemed?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it. I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me. Cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5. Took them on all at once. Alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave. Often. Pours a drink for me. Gets soused himself. And talks of the old times. He cannot see me. But I hear his every word.
Well...
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid...
Shani.
It's all right. That was... Let's...
All lies. Not a word of truth.
Don't let it go.
Olgierd was not just my brother. More importantly, he was my best mate.
And now revel on. Time won't wait.
Mark this day, good folk, for your eyes will not witness a feat so daring any time soon.
Perhaps you care to sit down to...
Most certainly would.
No need for it.
I'm sorry.
Were that true, you wouldn't have called him a midget.
I've apologized. What else?
I'd have you play and stop.
Let us play.
What's your weed?
Everything. The whole...
I never knew you'd...
You shall see many new sides. Many
Normally we play that the loser's got to wear the ass ears.
I needn't care. I shan't lose. Your tits up, mate. Slap those asses' ears on your ass's noggin.
Oh, such a shame. I'd already pictured you in those ears. Quite the interesting picture, too.
I know of other ways to look interesting. I could show you.
I'll think about it.
Time to drink! We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed. Know what that means?
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue the ball. Quite the lark, this Gwent. Onward. Next diversion. Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing bows?
What do you mean? My back aches from pounding the churn, so I'm having a...
And they said fire burns hotter in an old stove.
If I was your age, you'd be singing a different tune. Have you squealing like a kitty cat?
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with one foot bared. 'Tis a wedding.
Oh, look, dearie. I did. Take there. Muck must have sucked.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
What's all this then?
They're playing slip-in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the...
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and...
And once I...
Well, your maid'll be pleased as punch. Or it means you're a gallant, but...
Is that all? No...
That depends on the miss in question. If she wants to give you a kiss, she will. Oh my.
Or there's more to come. Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I'd dive to any depth for you. Just when you think you know all the plowfolk's customs, they surprise you with slippers.
Shoo! You deaf?
Damn mucky that pond. Sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes overtossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
That's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shawnee. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella?
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
Thank you.
See how quick he come up with those shoes?
Nothing like a good swim. Now we must do something else. Something wild.
I'm a witcher!
You'll frighten me, kid. My grand.
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the...
Go on, Shawnee. I'll manage Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no need.
Till now, I'd always considered peasant jollities unworthy of a gentleman. For tell me, who among you would rub shoulders with swineherds if born a noble? I delighted in the beauty of buxom farm wenches, of course, and indeed still do. Given more time, I'd prove this to each and every maiden here. Farmhands are a different story. Never took any note of them. Had one or two groom my mounts. They did this well, but were never worthy of conversation. Nay, not even if you paid me. For one must live by certain principles, am I right? But this day has changed all. Beneath the muck and dung, a peasant is a man. I understand this, thanks to you. You've still shite all to talk about, but I don't mind anymore. For this, I thank you, and say, you are well loved.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, yes, you are. All the maids join in the capping.
You're a maid too, Shawnee.
Midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run? Be they nice, be they vice, of jestily or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
Toast the lovely couple, then give them a few weeks, and we'll toast the lovely band with its pale and puffy cheeks. Don't you mind our song? We don't sing to be unkind. We sing so we can empty yet another sign. Christ will love eternal, bride will best beware, or she'll make you a broco in the coming year. What's the groom a thing?
Happy daughter to
Ronnie's vow must be said.
Garland, garland, garland.
You'll get the cow, the calf, the hay. So drink and be merry.
Tradition holds. Whoever caught the garland shall be next to wed.
That really necessary?
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at Olgierd's wedding. I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give him the letter?
I will.
Thanks. You're a good chap, Witcher. Dull as dirt, but good. A lovely custom. Blushing maids, twirling in dance, their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone, their bouncing...
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time...
I can't! I'm not finished here.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me. Misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light, a team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
What's Geralt think about that? You gave your word.
Shawnee, darling, I'm dead. Can't expect too much from a corpse.
Vladimir von Everick, go back whence you came. Please.
Stay out of this.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Gods, what is this?
Didn't have to make him suffer.
Of course I needn't have. But I could.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir...
I'd like to stay longer, but...
Don't make excuses, Geralt. I'm not angry. A witcher has to ply his trade, follow his path. As for me, well, perhaps I expected too much of this wedding. Got the wrong impression.
Not sure I understand.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid, after all.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract. Seize the night. Seize your child.
Good mead ought to lift your spirits. A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is, will it cheer her up? Good idea? Maybe not. She might be a sad drunk.
A mind's like water. Never know when you're done for. Pint with the spotty
Rowan berry brandy. Shani loves the blossoms. Might enjoy this as well. A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is, good idea? Chamomile looks like. Pretty, I guess. Thing is, will it cheer her up? Think I'll pass. Pretty, I guess. Fine, I'll pick some.
A lad clutching stems is a lad caught at mischief.
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning. Smile, Shani.
You brought me chamomile?
Not a girl out there doesn't like flowers, right?
I can't speak for other girls, but chamomile is tea to me. Thanks. Maybe I'll boil them tomorrow morning.
Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach...
You've got friends. Me, for one.
In that case, Let's drink to our friendship.
To friendship.
I'm afraid the drinks got into our minstrels. Horribly off-key.
Let's go for a walk.
Good idea. Did you enjoy the wedding?
Not half bad. Might have even enjoyed myself if I hadn't had to argue with a madman. Gotta admit, though, thanks to him, I did experience a lot of things I might have missed otherwise.
Mean chasing a dog through the woods, or brawling, fence board in hand?
Forgetting something. There was also a kiss.
True. Though that was so clearly Vladimir. I nearly forgot you were involved at all.
His will, sure, but my body felt everything. Reminded me of the old times.
Vizima, you mean? Oh,
That was background. What I remember most, the mood, the feelings, the people I met. And those I met for the second time in my life.
You're right. I was up to my elbows in work, but those were good times. They're nice memories.
For me, too.
You needn't worry about our finances, sir. My workshop, business is booming.
Good. I'm relieved to hear it. See, coin's tied to Torrent, but don't tell the old battle-axe. She'd be furious if she learned how to...
Never you worry, sir. My lips are sealed as the grave.
Sir. Enough of that.
Oh, thank you.
Seems the families are bonding.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Vladimir was after more than a kiss. Said so openly, in fact.
All true. He was very direct, I'll give him that. Which, on occasion, has its advantages.
You're right. Can save a lot of time.
So, how do you stand today, Geralt? Have some time to waste with me? Or would you rather go back now?
Not going back, but not about to waste any time either. Gonna use every minute wisely. And I aim to be direct. Even more so than Vladimir.
Sounds interesting.
Interesting is what interesting does.
Rats. Pier's taken.
Got a feeling it's about to free up.
How did you know?
I'm clairvoyant.
Practically full.
Be ashamed to let it go to waste.
Besides, we leave it here, a very drunk person could find it, drink themselves into even more trouble. And I swore a solemn oath. First of all, do no harm. Row me to the moon.
Gotta fly to get to the moon.
You're dead wrong. Look, it's right there, in the middle of the lake. What are you doing?
What one usually does on the moon. Awake already?
For a while now. Did you know you've gained 27 new scars since we last saw each other?
Keeping count?
Mm-hmm. I do that sometimes.
Did we make it to the moon?
Forgotten already?
No, not the sort of thing you forget.
Exactly.
Sound like you wish you could.
No, I certainly won't forget that. And I definitely don't regret it. But I do need to sort it all out in my head. Alone.
Shawnee, wait. Before you go, need to ask you a favor.
Yes?
It's about Olgierd. Seems a mysterious man. Can't escape the impression his story's more complicated than I thought. Could you look into it? See if you can learn something?
Sure. Be glad to.
Thanks. Be seeing you.
Yes. See you later, Geralt.
Faster. Hey there. Faster.
Halt! Where you think you're going, mucker?
Why do you even care?
You're in a military operations zone, and our job's to...
Look more like you're collecting for a round of vodka to me.
I wonder I do. Will you be that cheeky when we accuse you of spying? Now shut your trap and pay.
Not about to give you a copper.
Told you he was a spy.
You can always try.
What's going on here?
Reporting the capture of a suspicious individual, sir. A spy.
A witcher'd make as good a spy as you'd make a chaperone. I catch you extorting coin again, you'll go straight to the front. And you, Witcher, best give these parts a wide berth.
Thanks. Farewell.
Watch your step.
Watch it.
Everyone to me! To me!
Got anything for an aching belly? Stabbing pain here. Under me belt since yesterday.
Greet. Show me what you have in stock. So long.
Botany at the academy. Will that be all?
White one, taking a peek at my wares, yeah?
Mud like that might get you a copper. Got to be elegant like that.
Fancy, eh? What's a pickle?
Sorry.
Everyone's got to turn and mix things up,
Yes, fish and bloomers.
Never sure
Stink
to
good
find
to
it,
3 days. Good fun. Good fun.
Oh.
So long.
Black pudding, clear as any hangover.
What are they doing?
Playing. Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
None.
Oh, yes. Forgot witches is sterile. Well, don't just stare at me.
Keep wondering how you turned the Ophiri into a beast. The more I think about it, the more I'm sure it was no run of the milk.
This professional curiosity?
Desire to improve. Information could...
In the future, you under the delusion you'll complete your tasks, live happily ever after.
Remains to be seen. So for now, admit it.
I'll give you a hint. You're not the only one to...
Dim transformed the Ophiri? It was your...
Nay. It was my doing alone. But you're right. It was no ordinary curse. Though I'll say no more.
Tell me, how'd you meet the Ophiri you turned into a beast?
Aren't you a nosy...
What's it matter? You like to talk...
That I cannot deny. Ophiri was a Dauphin. He fell for a lass. As it happened, this woman was already important to me. But at the time, I was now compared to a noble from a... If you'd only seen his feeble attempts at charm. When she asked why he travelled disguised as a common merchant, he said he was like the frog from the fairy tale. One kiss from her, and he turned it... Wanted to be a frog.
First time I've seen a saber like that.
A fear. It was a gift. Any soft-armed craven can hang a blade from his belt, prance about feigning danger, but my saber's a promise. If I reach for it, heads will roll. Mere sight of it quells the urge to duel in shavers eager to face Olgierd von Everec, the infamous outlaw.
My medallion seems to think it's magic.
It thinks, eh? And I think you've never seen a better weapon.
Your band. Chosen some interesting...
Interesting? How so? Common...
Where'd you dig them up?
Some have been with me ages. Others I gathered on the road. And a few fell with them, so... They're company for drink and sport, at least. I never... An immortal demands you fulfill 3 wishes, and you've the gall to propose a round of Gwent.
Afraid to lose? No problem.
Believe that's the worst wind-up I've ever heard. Not much I detest more than losing. Well, my congratulations. This card's yours.
Thanks. Vladimir sends his love.
You spoke to him? Impossible.
Did more than that. Fulfilled your wish. And talked to him extensively. Curious what he had to say? Fulfilled your wish. Your dead brother had himself one more day like those of old.
Very easy to say. But have you got any proof?
I do.
Vladimir's hand. It's unmistakable. You've done well, Witcher. Need something else? All right. What do you have for me?
Max Brasodi's house, as requested.
The papers. Where are they?
Left them in the vault. You wanted the house, you got the house. Never mentioned its contents.
You're a quick study. Already as tricky as Odim himself. Keen to ridicule a man. Do you know what I and the company do with your type?
No. Dying to hear, though. Always liked a tale with a thrill.
I'm in no mood for jests.
Neither am I. Did my job, Olgierd. Delivered what you asked for, to the letter. Unhappy? Hell, should have chosen your words more carefully.
Yes, I should have. I assume you came to an agreement with Horst. Shame. A right horse in that one.
Made a deal with his brother, who then beat the living shit out of Horst with a gold candle holder.
Ha! It's progress.
Horst's brother. Did you know?
I should think so. Ewald was fit.
Which ones?
The kind, noble witches, don't you? He murdered for coin, no questions. Without batting an eye. Always extravagantly, though. If not for his...
Why did you even need those papers?
To sink the Borsodis, naturally. You see, I learned of an interesting clause in old man Maximilian's. It states that his sons must meet and shake hands in agreement at least once a year at Bellatane. Failing that, the auction house must be auctioned off. The proceeds to go to Bill Mary.
Guess the old man sensed what might happen.
Aimed to deliver those papers to the right hands. Borsodi would have landed in the streets. And the hospital would have gotten the funds it needs to treat orphans and beggars pro bono.
Awfully noble of you, showing so much concern for the needy.
I couldn't give a rat's ass about the needy. Made her with it and disappear along with the city. I wanted one thing. Revenge.
The Borsodis. What's your gripe?
Worse. Are you really interested?
Wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
Ha! My family. They took on some debt. A poor investment in a sawmill. A bad crop one year. A lawsuit lost. We needed but a few weeks to recover. But Horst Borsodi had acquired our debt. All of it. I pleaded. I begged. I tore open my shirt at his threshold. Ugh. I went to the auction. Saw those perfumed pricks by my father's sword. My mother's death mask. My brother's horse tack. Ah.
No surprise the animosity you feel for him.
That was but the start. my Iris's parents learned of my family's misfortune, and our betrothal was no more. The anger I felt, I thought I'd gone mad. Went to the tavern, drank a round, a second. I brawled, then had another tankard. And then...
Summing up, you went broke, your woman dumped you, then you got drunk and did something stupid. Heard it all before.
And folks say I've a heart of stone. Well, why do you stand there? Do you...
Third wish.
A moment, Geralt. Up, you there. Yank the herring out the barrel.
Come on, none of this dallying.
Now, ready to listen? Or do you still not give...
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Good. You'll return to your lord. His demand was brazen. Hurt me to the core. For I was brought up to respect the sacred law of hospitality. And I shall not bend to an I will pay him a visit shortly to test his willingness to adapt. So you ride up.
Aye, got it.
Give this man a mount and leave him go. Come, Witcher. We must talk. The Aphiri believe one should only discuss important matters out of doors, with the gods as witnesses.
Must have made quite a few enemies along the way. Maybe not today and not tomorrow, but...
And that should trouble me why? The wise men of Oxenfurt claim there are no gods. I've known this void already.
Beryl.
On the way here, we stopped for nourishment at a tavern belonging to one Lord Dauntless. We enjoyed ourselves as one does at an inn. Our antics were not to the liking of this Dauntless. Sent a man to warn us that if we were ever to return, we would hang.
You burned the inn down?
I left ample compensation with the innkeep. But it seems the rapscallion neglected to mention this to his... But that's of little import. What matters is someone called me a whoreson and threatened to kill... It was one of those threats that sound like an invitation. I intend to accept it.
Fulfilled 2 of your wishes.
Confident, aren't you? Proud.
Third task, if you don't mind.
Mutations. They stripped you of emotion. Tell me.
You don't give a shit, Olgierd.
You'd make piss-poor company for a talk about love anyway.
Third wish. Still waiting to hear it.
Aye, aren't you stubborn? Fine. Listen well. Bring me that blue. Wouldn't mind reminding myself what it looks like.
When was that? How long's it been? Flowers wilted and turned to dust by now.
You wished to hear a wish. Now you have. Fulfill it. I ride now to visit this Dauntless, but one of my men will remain here.
At least you could tell me where your wife is.
In my old manor, east of Martin Foy's farmstead. I'd wish you Godspeed, but, well, you understand, I'm sure. Goodbye.
Long live Radovid!
Tell me,
big, 5 foot long, thick as me arm, and
Honouring the fatherland.
Stop staring, you'll jinx our work.
Used to be wagons showed on market days, loaded with all kinds of fat, smoked bacon, lard.
Daddy says you killed the beast that was eating folk.
Hunter's turn this
Right, give me the coin. Tails will clean the shit out of the stable.
Geralt!
Up for a few.
Geralt!
Need some armor made. Witcher's armor. Take care now.
Master Richard, there's an open sale ground in the tavern.
I'll tell you where the loot's at.
Could use some hair of the hound. Got any vodka?
Didn't see him myself, but they say he grabbed him by the cloak and bam! Right in the chops. Right in the chops, see?
Where'd you say you heard this?
You mastered a trade. Keeps the hunger at bay.
Will you go with me to the shrine?
Maybe so, and maybe no. You, white one, think your 2 swords could take on 40? You're pale as oaty shite.
Right. Coin. Tails, we clean the shit out of the stable. Heads, we go grab some tea.
Where'd you come from? So if it weren't lightning, then what? Who dared to burn the Baron's stable? Let the Baron lost it.
Got their asses whipped like a Novigrad whore. Long live Radovid! Out of the way!
No loitering round here.
Uh-huh.
What do you seek, pain giver?
Oh!
Honor in the fatherland.
Greetings, Ivier.
Greetings, Geralt.
Listen,